Hello and welcome to Flip Lesson 2.02, Prehistory Hunters, Gatherers, and Cave Dwellers. So this is going to be two parts to this lesson. It'll be one video but two parts, so it may be a little bit longer than our typical Flip video lesson. So for your reading pages, you have pages 21 to 27, Student Guide Workbook pages 20 and then 24 to 27. Your assignment is to complete your student guide, your OMS lesson, participate in class, and then topic is about early humans. So our objectives for today's lesson: describe the characteristics of hunters and gatherers, describe the importance of the human discovery of the use of fire, explain the main reasons for human migrations at the end of the Ice Age, identify the period of time when humans made tools from stones, list examples of ways humans used and adapted to their environment, and then recognize that early humans were nomadic hunters and gatherers and cave dwellers. And then we're going to move on to that part about cave art for the second part of this Flip video. Introduction. Early humans were hunters and gatherers and cave dwellers. From the start, humans distinguished themselves as thinking, inventive beings. They used fire to cook food, warm themselves, and frighten away animals, and they crafted stone tools to help them hunt animals and fashion skins into clothing and shelter. Usually, we think of that way of life as belonging to the distant past, but there are people in various parts of the world, including Africa, Australia, and North America, who still live very much as people did during the Stone Age. Student guide questions. So go ahead and open your student guide to page 20. There's not a lot of room to write there, but you can write in the blanks or you can grab a piece of paper if you need to. You can pause this video and then grab a piece of paper. So question number 1 on page 20. Where did early humans seek shelter? They lived in caves, rock shelters, in cliffs, and in tents. Number 2, what is a hunter-gatherer? A hunter-gatherer is a person who hunts animals and forages for berries, fruits, seeds, roots, and nuts. Question number 3, why is the era of early humans called the Stone Age? The period was called the Stone Age because humans made tools out of stone. Question number 4, name at least 3 ways that people use their Stone Age equipment. People of the Stone Age use their equipment. People of the Stone Age use the environment by gathering available food, berries, fruits, and nuts, finding water, sheltering in caves and cliffs, and by following the animals they hunted as the animals migrated from place to place. And just kind of a quick note, obviously I'm reading these and probably going a little quicker than you can write. You can always pause this video on the screen to finish filling in your student guide, and then you can continue on. Question number 5, name at least 3 ways that early humans adapted to their environment. Early humans adapted to their environment by making and improving weapons, by learning to make fire on their own and use it to cook for protection, by building shelters, and by wearing clothing. Question number 6, why is the use of fire an important discovery? The use of fire was an important discovery because it provided people with protection, and it helped them provided them with protection. It helped them prepare food and stay warm. Sorry, I got distracted there for a quick second. Question number 7, why did early humans travel in bands or groups? Groups of about 30 people could hunt large animals and search for food as they followed the herds and seasons. What happened during the last Ice Age that allowed people to migrate or move to new places in search of food? Why wouldn't you be able to follow their routes today? Water froze, the ocean shrank, and parts of the seabed were uncovered so people could walk between land areas where there are seas today. They traveled from Asia to North America over land that is now under the waters of the Bering Strait. So that big area we kind of see on a map in the middle was not there. Well, it was there, but it was frozen. A few vocabulary words. Accurately means correctly done. Migrate means to move from one region or habitat to another according to the seasons. Stone Age marks a period of prehistory in which humans used primitive stone tools lasting roughly 2.5 million years. The Stone Age ended around 5,000 years ago when humans in the Near East began working with metal and making tools and weapons from bronze. And then invent means to create or design, something that has not existed before. And then this is just a quick overview of page 26 and 27. You can go ahead and pause the video here. You can click on this link. You can either click on it in your class notes, or you can click on it in your actual OMS lesson. This is there. So you're going to go ahead and fill in, watch this or look at this link, and then you're going to go ahead and fill in this chart. Okay, so you can pause the video now and do that. And here you can check your chart. Question number 1, Otzi's tools and clothing show that he probably hunted for food, animals for food, and that his environment held many dangers, and that he lived in a cold climate. The tools are the kinds of tools hunters-gatherers use, and then evidence that supports or that indicates Otzi was not part of the Stone Age is the copper axe. Stone Age people did not know how to make items from copper. And here we come to our quote section. Nothing is too small to know and nothing too big to attempt. So we're not actually done with this lesson. Remember I said there's a part 2? So here's our part 2, cave paintings, what we know about Lascaux. And there's no reading pages that specifically pertain to this. Student guide pages 28 to 30, we're talking about prehistoric art. And then here's those objectives. This one kind of overlaps, and then explain the significance of cave art and analyze prehistoric art for information on Stone Age humans. Introduction. Hidden away in a cave in southwestern France is a series of 17,000-year-old paintings and engravings on the cave walls. It is unlikely that we will ever know exactly what artist or artists were trying to say, but this prehistoric artwork does give us some insight into the lives of Stone Age humans. Lascaux Cave is one of the several places around the world where people made paintings on cave walls and expressed themselves creatively. These paintings provide clues about prehistoric life. Lascaux location, so you can look at this map here, the Lascaux Grotto. Lascaux is a network of caves in southwestern France. Over 600 wall paintings cover the interior walls and ceilings of the caves. And this was long ago, so it's pretty incredible. Lascaux discovery, 1940, Marcel Ravida found these incredible paintings on the cave walls. Obviously, that's a black and white picture. So here's the entrance to the cave. And then here's some things that you can see, the different artwork, the different landscape, the different kind of medium that they were using. Here in your lesson, again, make sure that you are looking through your OMS lesson. That's part of these flip video lessons, is to encourage you, specific places to go, so you can look at that on your own. And again, you can use this link. It's in your class notes, or it's in your OMS content, to fill in these different parts. Animals, object signs, people, activities. And you can pause the video to go ahead and do that. That's on page 30 in your student guide. And then here you can go ahead and check. I'm not going to read through these, but you can go ahead and pause this video and you can just check to make sure that you have everything on point with what you need to have in there. So observing Lascaux, analyze. So, oops, sorry about that. There was an abundance of animals during this time. Animals seemed to dominate their world since animals dominate the cave paintings. People were often at the mercy of their environment. Life was hard and death might come suddenly. People must have known a lot about making paint because they used a variety of colors. And then their beliefs, the man with the bird face appears almost ritualistic. Perhaps some people believed in the concept of punishment and that man had committed some taboo, meaning something kind of off. If man is a shaman or magician dressed in a costume, then perhaps the people who made the paintings believed in gods or spirits and had a type of religion. Observing Lascaux, conclude. Conclude the cave painting is one of the world's first news accounts, reliving events that really took place. Humans, even Stone Age humans, seek to create art. The art is a description of life, and the person or people who created it hope that in future someone would find it and know that it had existed. The people may have believed in images in the art had magical power, and then the cave art might have been a textbook from which youngsters were taught to identify animals and learn what could happen if they weren't careful. So a couple of vocabulary words. Lascaux is a network of caves in France. Abundance is a very large quantity of something. Concluded, arrive at a judgment or opinion by reasoning. And then invent is to point out, show, suggest as desirable or necessary course of action. And here we come to our second quote. Life is what happens to us while we are making other plans. And that was said by Thomas Lamont. Thank you so much for joining me today. I know this was a little bit longer of a flip video. You can go ahead and go back, pause anything you need to, fill in your student guide, make sure your online lessons are complete, make sure your readings are complete, look over your class notes, and prepare for Friday's quiz. I'll see you in class. Stay positive, stay fighting, stay brave, stay ambitious, stay focused, and stay strong. Have an amazing day.